Okay, so the book thief is about it. So it takes place in like World War II Germany, and it's about this girl, Liesel, who becomes an orphan. Her brother dies on the trip as well. Like it's just her, and she ends up with a foster family in a town that she's not from. But she's like, it's been a while since I read it, but she's like 10. She can't read. She doesn't know how to read. So she starts stealing books from the mayor's house, and then he gives her a job, so she just has access to the books. But what I absolutely love about this book is that the narrator is death. Like like the Grim Reaper, like the entity that comes to take your soul away when you die. And he thinks we are so cool. Like he's just very interested in people. So I'm going to read a little bit because this is my favorite line in the entire book. So right here, Death is talking about Liesel's foster father, Hans. They're strange, those wars, full of blood and violence, but also full of stories that are equally difficult to fathom. It's true, people will mutter, I don't care if you don't believe me. It was that fox who saved my life, or they died on either side of me and I was left standing there, the only one without a bullet between my eyes. Why me? Why me and not them? Hans Huberman's story was a little like that. When I found it within the book thief's world, I realized that we passed each other once in a while during that period, though neither of us scheduled a meeting. Personally, I had a lot of work to do. As for Hans, I think he was doing his best to avoid me. The first time we were in the vicinity of each other, Hans was 22 years old, fighting in France. The majority of young men in his platoon were eager to fight. Hans wasn't so sure. I had taken a few of them along the way, but you could say I never came close to touching Hans Huberman. He was either too lucky, or he deserved to live, or there was a good reason for him to live. In the army, he didn't stick out at either end. He ran in the middle, climbed in the middle, and he could shoot straight enough so as to not affront his superiors. Nor did he excel enough to be one of those first chosen to run straight at me. A small but noteworthy note. I've seen so many young men over the years who think they're running at other young men. They're not. They're running at me. You guys get that idea? Like, in war, you have soldiers that think they're running towards the enemy, but they're not. They're actually running towards death. And that's what he's saying. They're not running towards other men. They're actually running towards me, because death is the narrator.
Oh.